All right, here we go. Good stuff. How are you? It's John from Dowie Farm. I'm mixing some soil. So I finally have some daylight here where I'm actually working here in the daylight. So a lot of times I end up here at night because I can, because it's indoors. So I'm going to mix some soil. I know I talk about mixing soil all the time. It's real basic, but I said, hey, why not just shoot a quick video, right? So let me try to figure out the best configuration to kind of show you everything. So I have this big 5-gallon bucket that I use to mix the soil, and any 5-gallon bucket will do. I just happen to have this. That's just what happened to get used. So I measure my perlite with this. What I found is this bag of soil that is cubic feet, and my soil is a local product out of Maine. Called, I like to source as local as I can, called Master Nursery Bumper Crop, and it's good stuff. So it's a soil builder technically. We just switched to this from, we were using Fox Farm Ocean Forest, and or no, Happy Frog. We're using Happy Frog, and that was great stuff. It had some perlite in it. This has no perlite. So anyway, let's get rolling here. It's chilly out today. It's very chilly. I wonder if I'm even in the shot over here. Let me check real quick, guys. Nice, I am, I think. I think I'm actually in the shot. So, all right, so here's my bumper crop. I'm just going to take my Patrick Roman MT Knives neck knife. A little love for the Patrick. Sorry about the cars driving by. We're outside here. I picked a Saturday to do this so there'd be less traffic and no one walking around. I'm just going to cut that open. I've already opened my perlite, so I can put away my neck knife properly. Right, Patrick? Just like that, no hands. Look, Ma, no hands. You can do the look, Ma, no hands with the neck knife, but you'll end up with no hands. All right, so I'm going to go half in a second. Actually, so I'm going to do my perlite next. Sorry. Where's my bucket? Here's my bucket. So perlite is very dusty. So I have my trusty mask. And I use a chunky perlite. All right? It's pretty big. It's pretty chunky. It doesn't have to be this chunky. I'd say those are about 1/4-inch pieces for the most part, anywhere from an 1/8 to 1/4 inch. Perlite has some qualities that you're looking for here. Let me do this. Let me do this. Perlite has the right qualities here. We want something that's going to not absorb water. Vermiculite absorbs water. Perlite does not. Perlite causes air pockets and lets your soil drain. The reason I use perlite and add perlite at a 50-50 rate is because we bottom water hydroponically. I guess it would be hydroponically. I don't know if it technically is, but if you were just to go with straight soil, it would sponge it up, and you'd have anaerobic soil, and your microgreens would die. So we cut it with perlite. I don't know if we need to go as far as 50-50. It just happened to work for me the first time, so why fix it if it ain't broken? So here we go. So I got my big bag of chunky perlite. Let me set the camera up over here so you can see this. Come with me. Yes. Check it out. Sorry, I know that sucks, but hey, it is what it is. This isn't going to be high production value. All right, here we go. So check out all the dust. Get an angle. My card out of the way. Right? See all that dust? You don't want to be sucking that stuff up. So I'll go heavy. Whatever. If you're going to be doing this stuff in bulk, you need to get bulk pricing. Just so everybody knows. Like, that's your best bet. So that's my perlite. We're going to come back up here. I'm going to dump that in. Okay. See more dust? Yeah, it's great, isn't it? That's why I have the mask. I'm going to do one more bucket while I'm doing this. I'm just going to get it ready. Because I do this in 2 parts. All right? The next thing I'm going to do, can you see me? Yeah, you can see me, right? I'm going to come over here. So I'm going to take half my bag of soil. Okay. I'm going to dump it in. Just half. So, scoopa. Scoopa. Oh, I'm going to take this off this so it's hot. Half my bag of soil. Ready? About half. Roughly half. Doesn't have to be perfect. Joel Salatin. Good enough is perfect. And then, so I'm going to get chunks here. So let me kind of bring you up close here. Kind of give you a close-up what's going to happen. If I can. See if I can get it. So I have chunks, all right? Here's my soil bin. Nice and close up. Get this to rotate somehow. Bear with me. Ah, crap, here. It's coming out. All right, I'm back. I got it all set up. I always hit this tripod's nice, but it always hits the power button, which makes the stupid camera stop. So I have these chunks, because this stuff that happens. So you gotta watch out for this. So I just go through real quick, and I just kind of rub it. My chunks come apart, and it starts to mix it. And like, it sucks that I have to do this step, but this is much better than hand watering microgreens every day. And you've seen my setup if you've watched some of the other videos. I think I have capacity in the watering 120 flats or something. So I don't want to carry 120 flats. Sometimes I get sticks. I don't want to carry 120 flats to a sink every day. And I did used to do that. And trust me, it's awful. So there we go. Now I'm just going to take my scoop and I'm going to try to turn this soil. Let me put my mask back on because it's going to be dusty. Do this. Okay. Real simple, man. Real simple. Trying not to bump the camera in there. You're going to get a 50-50 mix. Okay? All right. But what I find, because I've just taken half a bag of soil and made it a bag, right? I think my number is, I think I get 16 flats out of this. So, you know, that's how you can do your cost analysis. I think 2 cubic feet will fill 16 of those 1-inch flats that I use. So there you go. Cool. That's it. I'm going to do one more. So I'm going to take my perlite bucket, dump it in. It's dusty. Put my bucket back on my cart. Get another half a bag of soil. I save these bags to just, you know, general purpose them. Use them for all kinds of other stuff. Garbage bags, and sometimes I repackage soil for people in it. I'm probably going to go into the secondary compost market this year, so we'll use them for that. And yeah, so we're going to just rub this. Like I said, see, I got bigger chunks at the bottom. Look at that. But it comes right apart. All right, I mean, I've only had this problem with this soil. So you might not have a problem with it, but I like that it's local. It's a nice high quality organic soil made in Maine by Coast of Maine soil company there. So, you know, they should be giving me some props here. I'm using like 6 bags a week. Should be giving me a hookup or free t-shirt. So there we go. But I'm sure it has something to do with it just sitting in that bag on a pallet, wrapped nice and tight for shipping, you know, for a while. So there we go. All right, we got most of our chunks. And I'll still encounter some of those chunks as I go while I'm planting. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, this is like an added step. You know, we used to just, when we were not hydroponically watering, we would just open a bag and scoop. And that was nice, but the hour a day that I was spending hand watering microgreens, you know, whatever. The other thing I've noticed since I switched to this method is I've gotten way less mold issues. And I know a lot of people use more inert soil products like a peat base. Peat moss to me, man, is, first of all, a non-sustainable product for the most part. And, you know, there's debates had over that. I just don't like that. I don't think it's appropriate for me to use that. And that's just my personal business model, in my opinion. So, whatever. If you're using it, I don't look down on you. It's just not my thing. But, like, hang on here. I'm almost done. There we go. I like the soil base because I can use this in other places. And, like, I could use peat, but I don't think it's sustainable. And, My other options are coconut coir or coir or whatever you want to call it, and I like coconut coir, but you know I had mold issues with that too. So what's the point of switching it back? Over here I'm back. So I don't see any real reason for that, you know. Anyway, make sure I get a shot here. That's not bad. Here we go. Okay, cool, man, cool. So I like to use the soil instead of peat and all that stuff and whatever else. I've seen some videos out there people using the coconut-based stuff, the peat-based stuff. That's fine. I like the soil. Since I added the perlite, I have way less mold and way less rot or anything like that. It aerates the soil. It makes it a little better. I know it's not going to mitigate any soil-borne issues, but if you have a good quality compost, you shouldn't really have that anyway. You might have some, but you know, good quality compost and good quality soil, or produces good quality soil, and shouldn't have any issues. Stuff's nice and warm, and it's like 26 degrees out here right now, so so the nice warmness is warming up my fingers. It's good stuff. Anyway, that's it. It's John from Dowey Farm. Please buy a shirt. I'm going to put those up soon on the website, and it might be there now when you view this, I guess. And that's it. You can contact us through the website if you're interested in microgreens, duck eggs, or quail eggs. Or if you just have any questions, comment on the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Oh, go Falcons. Yes.